Show, Outliers Show, your host Rizwan Rashid, and today my guest is Satish Verma, Think and Grow Rich Institute President and CEO, and he actually had a lot of wisdom sharing with us tonight, and I wanted to share just one piece of it, a sneak peek of this interview coming live on cable TV and internet TV, but I wanted to share something special. Mr. Verma, how did you like the show?
Oh, it's amazing. Everything is so good. I like your questions. I like what you did and the difference you are making in the community by bringing something like Think and Grow Rich to the audience. I think it's amazing.
Mr. Verma, I really want to ask you one more time that you beautifully explain this man-made laws that is holding us back, to capitalize on any of the opportunity. Can you describe a little bit for the benefit of this so they actually want to just awaken from their, their opportunities?
Yes, I can do that. You see, when I was first exposed to mind-made laws and man-made laws, it was very difficult for me to even comprehend there are mind-made laws also, right? But remember this thing: mind-made laws have been in existence since the time the humanity came into existence, right? Man-made laws were made after, right? So the difference is they are natural laws, and anything that you are going to breach that nature doesn't want you to breach, you are going to be punished for this, right? And whereas man-made laws are for the protection of from predators, whatever happens. So I think if we take control of our own mind, we can take control of our destiny. And we cannot take control of our destiny if we don't understand the mind-made laws. Make sense? So that's the key. It just like the government is in control of all of us because they have the laws and they control us, right? But a person who understands the mind-made laws, they are in control of everything else, everything that goes around them, and they also control the man-made laws also. If you control your mind-made laws, okay. Let me share that story. I was holding on to this. That how I got out of bankruptcy. Now, this is so funny and so inspiring. So when I read that whatever the mind can conceive, the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. So I decided to practice mind-made law that I'll be out of bankruptcy in 6 months. So I did exactly what the course told me to do, that this is the idea, these are images, these are the thoughts I must have in my mind to get out of bankruptcy. So I realized there is only two things that can get me out of bankruptcy. Number one, either I win a lottery, right?
Yeah.
Or a banker may be able to help, maybe, right? So lottery is not, we don't believe in lottery. So I said, well, maybe I should befriend a banker.
Okay.
So what happened? This banker happened to call me out of nowhere because I used to consult people on Think and Grow Rich, right?
Okay. Yeah.
He said, my children need some help from you. They're teenagers. I'm having a problem with them, and or they have a problem with me, and I need your help. I said, okay. And I said, what do you do? He said, I work at this bank. I said, oh my God, this is amazing. Now, remember we talked about in the segment that your mind draws to you the people, the circumstances, the situation that you want in your life. When you about it. The banker comes to me. I didn't go to the banker.
Yeah.
So I did a great job in fixing his family issues. So we became friends. So I'm playing in my mind. He didn't know I had gone bankrupt. He had no idea, no clue about this. So I played in my mind that I'm going to take this banker out for lunch one day. And when the check is going to come, I'm going to pay. I'm going to pull the cash out of my wallet, and he's going to ask me, why don't you use the credit card?
Okay. Okay.
And that's the time I'm going to tell him that I don't have a credit card because of this reason. I had gone bankrupt. Now, listen to this very carefully. I'm playing this scene in my mind, and there is something that we teach in the course, that your nightly routine has to really be for something that you really want. I used to plant that idea in my subconscious mind every day that I'm going to take the banker out for lunch, pull my wallet out, take the cash. He's going to ask me this question. And then the whole story will open up. This is one of the techniques we teach in Mind Made Laws.
Yeah.
So I go there exactly. We go to the restaurant. I pull the cash out and he asked me this question: Satish, why don't you use your credit card? I said, Bob, I don't have the credit card. He said, why don't you have the credit card? I said, this is what happened. I invested some money, lost it all, and I guess I have to wait. He said, you're a nice person. I said, yeah, I know I am. So he said, why don't you come to the bank with me? And I have a personal power personal authority to give you a credit card with $1,000 limit.
Okay.
On my own, no credit check.
Okay.
Rizwan, that was when I got that credit card, it was like winning 649 for me.
Yeah, I bet. Yes.
So when you get the first credit card, the other bank also start to send you the credit cards too. It's natural.
Yeah.
Then one day I found an application of Bank of Montreal. They said, we are giving you this American Express for $5,000 limit. I said, oh, okay. I filled up and the credit card comes home. Said, wow, this is amazing. So what happened? I saved up about $10,000 and I was living in a different town. And I said, maybe I should buy the house.
Okay.
So, now this is what now real think and grow is going to come. So I made the offer. House was about $120,000 in those days. Small house we wanted to buy. We were on a rental because I had lost money. So I went to Bob to get the mortgage. I said, Bob, I need the mortgage on the house. Is it possible? I have made the offer. He said, no, sorry, Satish, it's not possible. We can't give you the mortgage. Nobody can give you the mortgage because for the mortgage, your credit will have to be checked and everything has to be in place.
Right.
I said, come on, you can do this. He said, no, I can't, Satish. There's no way I can do this. I said, but I made the offer now already. And he said, well, you got a condition upon financing. You can get out. I said, no, I'm not going to get out. I need the mortgage. So I walked out of the bank and I come home. And my wife said, did you get the mortgage? I said, no. He says, no, but I think we are going to do something about this. And as soon as I get home, there were no cell phone in those days. My phone rings. It's Bob on the other line. And he tells me, this is really giving me goosebumps now. He said, can I see you? So I go to see him and I said, why, you want the credit card back now, Bob? I'm joking. And he said, no. I want you to fill out this application. In those days, it was all manual. You know that. It's many years ago.
Yeah. I
said, what this is for? He said, for the mortgage. I said, what happened now? You decided to give me the mortgage. And this is what he said to me. He says, Satish, I looked into the system. Your bankruptcy not even showing up anywhere. I said, what? He said, no, it's not. So I can give you the mortgage. I got the mortgage, moved into the house. A month or so after, my wife applied for a credit card for Canadian Tire and was declined. Why? They said you had gone bankrupt.
Okay.
It shows.
Miracle.
No. Let me tell you the power behind this. No. They say when your thought is like a magnet, even the system can stop based on how powerful you think.
Yeah.
The computer froze based on what I wanted in my life. How it happened, I don't know how it happened. I can't tell you. But because the conception in the my mind was that whatever the mind can conceive and believe the mind can achieve, it has to come to fruition. It cannot go waste. It's a mind-made law. Okay, it has to. When I said that I want to be out on bankruptcy, the nature has to play its part. Whether it happened for the system, whether it happened by thought process, who cares? But it did happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so same way you create your own miracles in life because when you follow the mind-made laws. That's what creates a miracle. Miracle is not a miracle. What we call a suspension of natural laws. Those laws are suspended because God has given us this power of thinking. This is the only power that distinguishes us from other creatures on this planet. Understand this thing. Yeah. And this is the only power that separates us from every other creature on this planet. And if we don't use that power, then basically we are just like any other creature on this planet. We eat, sleep, right? Grow and die. Otherwise, the difference? There's no difference. Yeah. If we keep on eating, keep on sleeping, keep on getting up and eating and dying, then we really didn't use the thought process that was given to us. So this is what we are beyond many, beyond every creature on this planet. We can use this power of thinking to our own benefit. But most of the people are using to their disadvantage because they keep on thinking of the wrong thing. They keep on thinking, oh, there are so many problems. They keep on thinking, I'm going to lose my job. They keep on thinking, I don't have enough to survive. They keep on thinking, oh, I'll meet this problem. I'll meet this problem. And what happens? Because they're constantly thinking upon, programming their mind that they're facing this problem. Guess what? They're having those problems.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's the same law they are using, but in the reverse order. It's the same law that makes you or breaks you. It's the same law. It depends how you are going to use it. So that's the reason I'm saying that we are given this ability, given this power within us to use this law to our advantage. Why to use to disadvantage? Because our conditioning is like this. We are trained that way. Or if you don't have problem or stress in your life, I think something is wrong with you. That's the kind of thing we get. Oh, I'm so stressed about my life. What's so stressful about? Oh, I'm stressed about my kids. What is stressed about? Oh, they bother me too much. I said, then give them the fund adoption. Give them the fund adoption. I said, kids are there because they are kids.
Yeah.
See, the biggest problem, Rizwan, when we raise our children is also, if my child is 5 years old, I have to understand my age as a father is also 5 years old father. I'm not 35 years old father. I'm 5 years old father. I became father the day my child was born, right? So we grow with that, but we fail to understand this part. We don't bring ourselves to that level of the child. We want the child to behave like 35 years old person. How it's going to happen? And that's what causes us a lot of problem later on in our life. We don't think on our own. We think somebody else has to plant that thinking in our mind, and we lose that connection. So it all has to do with our own social heredity, how we were raised, what kind of environment I had, what kind of school I went to, what my teachers told me, what the newspaper told me, what my religion told me, and what kind of thoughts were planted in my mind through my heredity, right? So if I can get rid of all this and become an independent thinker and free thinker and can think and believe and have what I want in my life, that's what is going to happen in my life. So that's how, don't use the laws of the mind to your disadvantage. Use to your advantage, and it's there for you. That's all it is. Law is not going to say, if you think positive, that's the only thing I'm going to manifest. No, mind-made law says, look, you think negative, I'm going to give you a lot of negativity. If you want to think of poverty, I'm going to give you a lot of poverty. Because our mind, another law of the mind is, it grows. What you think upon, it grows. If you keep on thinking about poverty, lack, limitation, it's going to keep on growing in your mind. And we don't understand this part. This is the mind-made law that's causing for me to bring more misery in my life. But if I think of abundance, if I think of wealth, if I think of happiness, that's also the thought I'm focusing on. This law is going to help that thought and to grow into into different human being.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference between man-made laws and mind-made laws. They are very powerful, and they are equally applicable to everyone. It doesn't discriminate whether you are male, female, man, woman, a child, old, or whosoever you are. It's just like the same like law of gravity. When you throw something up, it comes down, right? So same way
Yeah.
when you apply the mind-made laws, it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are. It doesn't discriminate. It just because that's the way it's going to apply in your life. Apply it negatively, it's going to happen negatively. You can't expect positive result while thinking negative, right? And vice versa.
Wow. Wow. Powerful. You know, meat of the conversation is that defy the man-made laws and apply the mind laws that can change your trajectory of your life. This and a lot of other wisdom coming from Mr. Satish Verma, President and CEO of Think and Grow Rich. Now, with the COVID-19, if you want to capitalize on opportunities, so here's an opportunity because Think and Grow Rich, of course, has been transformed recently into the online version of now we'll be able to access it. All you have to go do is to go to
Think and grow
thinkandgrow.com.
rich. Think
Think
and
and
grow.
grow Think and Grow Rich Institute.com,
Yes.
and there you will be able to access the course. And Mr. Verma, for all the viewers of the Outlier Show, gave a special code that can give you a discount, a saving. So if you apply TGR 200, that will give you instantly $200 off in this course. And this course, what Mr. Verma started 30 years ago, changed his life and millions other, and he became that really the flagship owner of taking this course to the worldwide. Is going to change your life if you're wanting to think positive, wanting to apply that mind-made laws in order to capitalize on this opportunity and come out of any atrocities or difficulties in your life. This is your Outlier Show and your host Rizwan Rashid. Can't wait to share all the details and the full show with you, coming live on cable TV and IPTV. Mr. Verma, it's been an honor and privilege to listen to you and all your wisdom. You are an amazing coach, an amazing personality, and I love all the conversation for this. I had a whole book of notes recorded for you, and I'm looking forward to learn more from you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rizwan. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Bye.